A lot of things have been very encouraging. The Corps of Engineers, I handed the Colonel, Paul Grosskruger, who took over 2 years ago, I handed him a 10-point solution concept paper that I drafted. They've implemented all of them, so you can't criticize an organization that you show them what they're doing wrong, they agree with you and try to fix it.
We were in real danger because the last time the beaches were in such bad shape, people were coming down and leaving, and they were not going to return. The marine industry and the marine life around us is our economic engine. So, you know, it contributes billions and billions of dollars to our economy.
If we could somehow magically mark a dollar bill, each one of our dollar bills that passed through our hands, that it came from a visitor, right? So a visitor flew in here, drove in here, and dropped this dollar bill down for a tank of gas or whatever. And then every time you got a piece of currency, it had a big V stamped on it. I think we'd be amazed to see how many of those dollar bills had V's marked on them. Indeed, the marine resources are important to me because if that dries up, the whole thing falls down.
We've had enough of this nonsense about water pollution. We've had enough of the excuses as to why we can't affect a change. The economy of this island is very important, and what the actions that have been taken by PURRE and the City of Sanibel is to try and protect not only the environment, but our economy of our island.
This refuge is one of the #1 tourist destinations in Lee County. Behind beaches, we are. $45 to $50 million generated to the local economy each year because this refuge is established.
Our objectives are identical, and that is to rid ourselves of this foul water that comes down the Caloosahatchee into our Gulf every time there's a major storm event.
We would normally see about 450 tarpon in the course of a season caught and released by our members. Immediately following the great discharges from Lake Okeechobee down the Caloosahatchee River, those numbers dropped off to below 100. Now, the fish stocks are coming back nicely.
The successes that we've had at the Pure Water Coalition are mounting and astronomical. We've got the respect of politicians from Sanibel through the county, through the state, all the way to Washington. We're well known in Washington thanks to our lobby team at Wexler Walker. As we move forward with legislation at the federal level that we need written, we're going to need votes. So we're educating senators and congressmen all across the country, and they all know who the Pure Water Coalition is now. That's going to make a huge difference once we have national attention, and that's what it takes.
This is a very natural place. It's a very beautiful place. And the one thing that can screw that up is if we had foul water.